to see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The following broadcast is an official production of the Faulkner Sports Network.
Yes, playing aggressive is good, which, by the way, we have a big team fight here. Moniker going crazy, immediately getting the kill there on... Okay, immediately picking up kills on both their jungler and their top laner. That does give us the Herald, almost guaranteed. We are able to pick up the kill on... Zombie is able to pick up the kill on Skarner, and unfortunately Malphite ends up killing Kennen, I just realized, in the top lane. But really good engage. We do get Dragon off this. That is amazing for us. This is exactly the win we needed.
It's going to be a team wipe.
Zombie's still fighting. She flashes out. She does good. She lives. Everyone's still fighting. Kaizen goes down. Yasuo on the zombie. Gets locked down by the Bounyalith. Yasuo does not get him at all. That was a 4v5.
That was a 5-for-0 for Faulkner. Absolute domination.
Way to go, Faulkner. That's what I'm talking about.
That's right.
Hey folks, welcome in. Thank you so much for being with us here for our production of League of Legends. Tonight we've got a game against Albertus Magnus, which strange thing is going on here. A couple strange things I want to let you guys know about. This is a little bit of an odd one because what happened, you might recall, on last Tuesday, we were playing the game. Albertus Magnus won round 1, and then we were moving into round 2. We already had pick bans done and everything, and we tried to get into the game, and the game is saying, you can't get into the game. And we were like, why can't you get into the game? And it said, because the servers are down. And we looked, and it wasn't just down for us. It wasn't just down for Albertus Magnus. It was down for basically everyone. At first, they just thought it was North America, and then found out it was worldwide. So, literally, the game of League of Legends became unplayable for that, and unfortunately, that meant that we were not able to complete that game. So what we wound up doing is just pausing and rescheduling the game, and the only time both teams could do it is right now. So it is weird, but we're here on a Sunday night, and we are getting ready to play League of Legends. We've got a game. It's Eagles versus Eagles, Albertus Magnus, so this is the conclusion of that game. We're actually starting in the middle, or actually what we hope is the third, because that means that it's going to be, if we get to 2 more games, that means that Faulkner forced a rubber match, and then went on to play a third game. That's certainly what we're hoping for. Faulkner had a strong showing in the first match, but unfortunately not able to secure that victory. Had a really strong early game and middle game, but a bit of an anemic late game, and that wound up costing them. So anyway, that's where they are, and we're looking forward to seeing the conclusion of this. I am glad to be with you. I'm your head coach and color commentator, Caleb Colquitt, and this...
And I am Seth Dawson. I'm glad to be here. I wasn't able to be here for the last one, and that's why we lost that first game. And that's why all those problems showed up. And now that I'm here, we're gonna win, right?
Yes, that's exactly right. Thank you for being here, Seth. Seth was on his way here. Unfortunately, got a little stuck, but he is here now, and that's what matters. So we'll be here for the game. So let's go ahead and meet our players.
Playing ADC, the captain, FrisbeeMeniscus, Charlie Grete. Playing mid lane, the lieutenant, Imblu, Seth McGaughy. Playing support, Zoombie, Bounyalith. The top laner, Kaizen, Chalchi. In the jungle, Raptor Klaw, Dixon.
Okay, so you can see there that is our team, and they are ready to go, and they're actually in Regitar USA High-Res Arena right now getting ready. The other team has checked in, and they have everybody in the lobby, so they should be doing pick bans here in just a second. But we will keep you up to date on what's going on with that. Yeah, you can see in there's Ethan, and then Josh, Seth, and Charlie on the other side. Now, you may be asking... what is going on with Sal? Why is she not there? Well, actually, she is, but she is so short, she does not appear on camera.
Exactly.
So she is at the desk there. She's just, you can't see her. But anyway, but no, she's doing great. She's actually remoting in from home because of the weird time. That was the only thing she could do. So she actually will be playing. She'll just be playing from her home turf back in the wonderful city of Millbrook. So, we're going to go ahead and get into gameplay here in just a minute, and we're going to let you know what goes on with the pick bans. I know we have the same pick bans as last time, but I do not remember what they are because that was a week ago.
I unfortunately don't know. I actually didn't get to see the game last time live. I had made plans to watch it this evening when instead I got invited to come commentate for the next game. So
right,
I'm here instead of watching.
But we're glad that you're here and being an active part as opposed to just watching on TV.
I will say, based on what I heard of your description, I can kind of imagine how the game went.
Right.
I know that definitely, especially for our team, recently we've been really good at having strong early games, although our mid game is where we tend to kind of suffer a little bit before we go into full-on team fighting. And if the opposing team's able to make a push in the mid game where we kind of seem to be our weakest, our late game is generally really good because our team fighting's pretty good. But if they get far enough ahead in the mid game, like I imagine they did in that game, that kind of ruins our late game
mojo. Yeah. So, and that is generally, I would say, true. We have seen that Faulkner tends to be good early and good late. It's that middle part that they seem to struggle with. So, if League of Legends were an Oreo, we're good with the cookies. It's the creamy center we're still trying to figure out. But Nabisco, please send us money. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about that anymore. But you know who does send us money, and we're very grateful for that? Corsair. Corsair is a fantastic company. They make all kinds of peripherals, all kinds of gamer gear, and they make so much of it that they give some of it to us, and we use it because it's the best. We actually bought these even before Corsair was a sponsor. We wanted Corsair stuff. We have all of our gaming PCs are Corsair. We have all of the... In fact, you know what? Go ahead and show inside the arena real quick, Mr. Spivey. Thank you, sir. You can see right there, we have the Corsair PCs. Now, the screens are ViewSonic because Corsair doesn't make those, but everything else that you're seeing there, their keyboards, their mice, everything, the headsets that you can see all of them are wearing, those are all Corsair material, and the reason we use Corsair is because it is the best.
And most importantly, it has a lot of RGB.
Yes, it does.
That is the most important thing as a gamer.
Well, you play 50% better if your RGB is, flashing and looking good.
Exactly.
So the RGB game is extremely important, and Corsair does have that. And they control it all through IQ, so you actually have one source to control all of your LED lighting. And also, we should mention as well, Elgato, which is owned by Corsair. They make a lot of the streaming gear that we use. So, for example, right now, as we're looking at the camera, you can't see it obviously because they make really good stuff, you can't tell, but we're actually looking into a screen right now. We're looking into the prompter, which is a fantastic little device. It's really great for what we're doing now, but you can also use it on your own as an individual streamer. You can set it up with a webcam behind it. You don't need like a several $1,000 setup like we have to use it. You can use it with your little setup at home, and it's going to look good, look professional. It works really well, and you can actually control it. If you don't have a producer, you can control it yourself, and they even have this cool new foot paddle that they sell with it that you can scroll on your teleprompter just by using your feet. And so you could be here talking and you would be manipulating it with your feet and nobody would ever know. So a lot of really cool stuff like that that's coming out.
It's a lot more convenient than just taping up a script in front of you behind the camera.
Yeah, and they can tell, like, if you're looking way up above the camera, they know that that's not actually what you're looking at. But they also have a really cool new device that I'm looking, I would love for us to get, because they have the Stream Deck. Of course, everybody knows those. Those are great. They're really a must if you're streaming and you don't have a producer. But they also have this new thing that they're coming out with, that it's a little screen bar that goes underneath your main screen. So it has things like your CPU temperature, monitoring all of your vital stats for your PC. They'll have clock, calendar, previews for different things, all kinds of good stuff. You can program it to do just about whatever you want. And it's like a long, thin screen that fits underneath your monitor. Really, really cool stuff.
Nice.
So be sure to go to Corsair.com or search for Elgato and be able to check out all of their cool streaming gear. We highly, highly recommend it. There's a reason we use it. We use it because it's the best, and we encourage you to do the same. All right. So
it looks like we're in the pick bands. If we have an opportunity to look real quick.
Yeah, so just so you know, we actually used the client for pick ban already. So this is just doing all of the pick banning that we did last week for last week's game, but it's on auto. The pick bans have already been made.
Awesome. So if we can pull it up so I can kind of look at it real quick.
Yep.
It looks like we have... It looks like we're going to have Volibear probably in the jungle, or am I looking the wrong side? There's a team on the top lane. I don't know if it's our team or their team.
Okay, so the left-hand team, I actually can't tell. Oh, it looks like Seth may have actually posted it in the Discord, so maybe I can pull it up there.
How convenient.
Yes. Thank you, Seth, for being super
welcome.
Helpful. Not you, Seth. Other Seth. Blue. He's blue. Dabba dee dabba da. Ooh. And if you understood that reference, your knees probably hurt when you've been down for too long, too.
My knees are fine.
No, they're not. I know better than that, Seth.
Okay, they're not fine, but they work. Kind of.
Is this it?
Definitely
10-6.
Oh, wait, no, it definitely is.
I think that is it. Okay. So I know that you guys can't see this, but we're pulling it up in our Discord, and it looks like...
We're on this side.
Yes,
Okay,
so that's Faulkner. So, yeah, go ahead, Seth.
Awesome. Okay, so we have an Ashe Nami in the bot lane, which I imagine is probably going to be piloted by Nami. Of course, it's going to be piloted by Zoombie.
Mm-hmm.
A character that she's definitely shown some good success on recently, I believe. Ashe, just always a solid bot lane pick. Every auto she has has a slowing effect. It makes her really good at kiting. Her ult is like a 2.5 second stun, something like that. 2 to 3 seconds, depending on the level. And she's just overall really good. Nami with the healing, stun, and just crowd control, all really good. Rek'Sai. I imagine it's Rek'Sai in the jungle. I don't know a ton about Rek'Sai.
Well, wouldn't Volibear be the jungle? Or I guess he could be top.
In this case, it's going to be Volibear top.
Oh, okay. Cool. Go ahead, Seth. I didn't want to interrupt.
Oh, you're all good. Because Volibear is someone you generally see in the jungle, but he can also go top lane here and there, and he works, honestly, just as well there as he does in the jungle, I think. But let's see. Rek'Sai in the jungle, a big thing with him is he can make tunnels that he can travel through.
Secret tunnels?
They're not secret. Everyone can see them, but no one else can use them.
And now I don't get to sing the secret tunnel song. Go ahead.
But yeah, so Rek'Sai, I don't know much about Rek'Sai. I haven't seen our guys use him. So
yeah, he was new to me too.
Malzahar in the mid lane. Malzahar always a solid pick. Just incredible amounts of push power with the little void minions he summons. Has his ult, which just locks someone down for an extended period of time. Really good for picks and picking people off before team fights or removing someone important from a team fight. And then we have Volibear. Well, also Malzahar, also in addition to all that, has a silence, which, if used correctly, a silence is honestly one of the most powerful abilities you can have in the game, coming from someone who uses Cho'Gath.
Okay, we're down to about 20 seconds, so let's hurry up.
All right, and the last one that we have is Volibear in the top lane. Just solid auto attack champ, really good early damage, really good late damage, just all around good. And he's going to be playing into Teemo, which is a matchup that might be kind of rough for him early on into the ranged champion matchup. But in the late game, once he gets Flicker Blades and an item plus Flicker Blades, probably Cosmic Drive into Flicker Blades, he should be good. And win just out of the fact that Infinite Stun. Mid lane, we're going to have Sylas in the mid lane versus Malzahar. Kind of scary. Malzahar can steal other people's ult, and in general, he's just really strong early game. And he can steal some of her ults. We have Neeko. She is a solid champ, has good damage, and has a massive area effect to knock up and stun. And she's going to be the support along with Jhin in the bot lane, which, honestly, them taking Jhin, I don't know what the pick bans looked like, but that might have been a direct counter to our team, and that they picked Jhin first before we could.
30 seconds until minions.
So basically like a ban. It looks like we may have accidentally. All right, now we're back. A little bit of a mishap with the camera, but we're all good. Decent damage on the Teemo there. Just a little picking and fighting. Just a little bit of poke damage here and there. Every little bit of damage you can get on Teemo in the early game matters. Teemo doesn't really have any sustain outside of just standing back. So if you're able to get him a little low, that takes away a lot of his advantage. And Volibear probably going to be able to get some really good damage, and very possibly, if this leads up well, can possibly get a kill here. Flashing in, Volibear stacking up that passive for the extra attack speed. Unfortunately, he doesn't have Q, so he doesn't get the extra movement speed and stun. But is able to really knock the Teemo down. Teemo is going to be forced to play really far back or be at risk. It does look like bot lane is going to try and go for a little bit of a level 1 all in on us. We're going to be very careful, and there it is. Neeko going with a stun. Barrier coming out along with a heal. They do get some damage on us, but Neeko is down to half HP from the damage from the minions. Yeah, and as we see, Teemo already at half health there. He did use a health potion to heal up a little bit, but he's already down a level. Depending on what Raptor Klaw went in on, if this Teemo gets greedy, he doesn't have flash, so he can't realistically go in on him, but... Oh yeah, Malzahar also just has a passive spell shield, so... Sylas actually is probably really bad into him, especially level 1, because what Sylas really wants to do in the early levels is start with his dash and then stun, so that he can dash to you and stun you. All one ability, by the way. It's kind of crazy. And then just get some burst damage on you and get out. But he can't do that to Malzahar because of the spell shield. Volibear has to be careful here because it does look like Kane's coming in for a gank. Volibear going to stand back, try and maybe go for a stun here. Okay, no, he uses his Q to get that additional movement speed towards the target and then use that to get out. Really, really well played there.
Yeah, smart
Raptor
play
Klaw.
by the top laner, being able to get back under. I imagine he's going to back. Yes, he does.
Yeah, he has back there. I believe he does have TP, so he'll get back to lane really quickly. Not going to miss anything. Keeps his advantage up. Let's see.
Okay, so Frisbee in a fight here.
Yeah, Frisbee doing really well. Rek'Sai coming in. Kane trying to get a little cheeky, steal some of our jungle, but Rek'Sai right now has both blue
Get
and
him blue.
red buff.
There we go.
He's going to be able to get first blood because of the Kane's greed there. Kane not really particularly strong in the early game before he gets formed, so Rek'Sai just kind of able to destroy him. Rek'Sai is another kind of auto-attacking jungler, I think, that is kind of just strong early. I don't know how well he scales, but I know he's at least decent in the early game, so definitely going to be able to win that 1v1 versus Kane.
Yeah, so Faulkner really kind of trying to push up here. They're not getting super greedy, you can see. They're just trying to farm out CS right now. Also, interesting that you have Josh actually in... trying to stay back there, playing really safe, trying to stay behind his minions. Good play by him. And then you got Raptor Klaw, you can see very far up, almost under turret, which is kind of surprising and frankly impressive for this early in the game.
I mean, all things considered, this is a matchup that I feel like the early game... Also, I just realized the Teemo didn't go PTA. What are... The
Interesting.
Teemo went Dark Harvest, which I think is actually making this laning phase significantly harder for him.
Huh. Yeah.
Teemo, especially into chunkier top lanes, what he generally wants to go is PTA, so he has that really strong early damage. And because he doesn't have that, you see Volibear kind of just gets to step up and bully him.
Yep.
I will always vouch that going anything other than PTA on Teemo in the top lane against
Oh, wow.
your top lane is kind of a bad idea.
Raptor actually does a really good job of wave clearing right there without taking too much turret damage. And it looks like there's going to be a little bit of a scuffle over Dragon here in a second. Frisbee sticking nearby.
That was interesting. Auto attack went off, but wasn't enough. Oh, okay, that was a fake Nico. Gotcha.
Yeah. Now we know.
Gotcha. I forgot the fake Nico could even do that.
It looks like a red team is being a little bit more aggressive and upfront about wanting to take this dragon.
Yeah, they definitely have priority in the bot lane. Malzahar has to be kind of careful here. He doesn't have a spell shield, and now Silas has his ult. Meaning Silas could probably pretty easily burst him down if he's not careful.
Yeah, it looks like
All right,
we're
there he is, but he pops with the ult first.
Ooh.
He does get the kill. Nice.
very well done by the captain.
Good flash. Ult and
Come on, Raptor.
I'm about to say he is slowed by that mushroom, but his Q is going to come off cooldown.
We've all been there. Am I right?
All right, there's a Volibear Q coming out. Easily going to be able to catch up to this Teemo. Oh, he doesn't quite get the...
Oh, but Frisbee's right there. Ooh.
They do claim the feed warfare there.
And it looks like Imblu and Surgeon of Death about to take this dragon fairly easily. Nobody could really there to contest.
In large part because of that, Kane kind of went up to try and help in the mid lane and stop the... and save the Teemo, but in doing so, he kind of gave up Dragon there.
Yeah, I feel like they were kind of spread a little too thin, trying to do a little too much at one time, and because of it, Faulkner makes them pay for it. Well done by the Eagles.
Really good coordination from our team there, and a bit of a lack of coordination there on the opposing team.
Yep.
The bot lane, especially earlier, was looking like they really wanted to try and look for dragon there, but the jungler just not in position to help take the dragon.
All right, so just gonna clean up some wave here.
We do have to be careful with this Jhin. Jhin, of course, just a very strong champ. If he's able to, hit you if you're not careful.
Yeah, Jin's one of those, you love having one on your team and you hate having one on the other team.
Yeah. All right, his fourth shot is down there right now.
Oh, look out!
Oh, okay, good healing from our Nami. We're not taking too much damage. Good gank here in the top lane.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be able to take this Teemo, or at the very least force him off. And team fight here, maybe?
Let's
Well,
see,
2-on-2.
Let's say 2v2. We are kind of forced to back off. The
Uh-oh. Yeah, Raptor Klaw may be in trouble here.
does go down to the poison from Teemo.
Man, unfortunate. But
The chase down from Teemo is really strong. Teemo does have that passive extra movement speed from his W. Malzahar trying to come down and help in the bot lane, but gets bursted down really low. Has to be careful here.
yeah, Frisbee down there, I like where his head's at, and I like the confidence, but at the same time, probably got a little too confident there.
Yeah, just a tad unfortunate just between the...
Oh, but they get a kill on the Kaiju.
Yep, really good pick there. Our team kind of almost a little bit behind there for a second. It does look like the opposing team does get all the grubs, which is unfortunate.
Nope. Raptor Klaw comes in. Oh, well, they did get all the grubs, though.
From the ult. Yeah, they did get all the grubs.
And it looks like Raptor Klaw may go down for this.
And I think he actually might get out.
Ah, man. He was so close.
Good flash ult for the kill.
Yeah, so Faulkner, they do get a kill on us, but we're able to trade and get a kill on
All right,
them.
good ult. That's actually crazy. I didn't know Ash ult could hit two people at the same time if they were close enough together. Mid lane still going really well. 3-0 in the mid lane. Has to be careful here.
Come on, Frisbee. No, decides to back off.
Not gonna be able to get the kill there without his ult, unfortunately.
But, you know, understandable. He doesn't want to overextend himself and get himself in trouble.
I mean, most importantly is that he's pushing the wave, keeping the aggression up, and he's able to force Silas to back. If he had his ult there, he 100% could have killed, but didn't have it. Raptor Claw does have to be careful. Is down a level right now. I imagine he just needs to get this cannon minion to catch up. A bit greedy here, yeah. Teemo with the blind does... I actually didn't realize that Teemo blind blocks Volibear's stun there. I guess it is just an empowered auto attack. I thought it would still stun though.
Yeah, so Faulkner still with a slight lead on kills and gold, but you can see that Albertus Magnus starting to make some noise and pushing them a lot more than they did in the very early game.
I will say the CS difference in the top lane is causing a bit of trouble here for Raptor Claw. Is able to get that level. I'm about to say there it is. Silas going for the barrel.
Uh-oh, Frisbee's in trouble here.
Let's say, I think he gets out. Yeah, he does.
He does, but just barely.
His ult was up at that point in time. He actually could have killed him under turn. His ult was up, actually. If he had been able to get his ult off in time and realized he was under the tower there, it could have been...
So it looks like Imblu kind of going toe-to-toe with this jungler, and... Uh-oh.
Oh, the Nami ult. Oh, not Nami ult, Niku ult. Unfortunately, going to be a bit of a nightmare for us.
Yeah, and this probably means that Albertus Magnus is able to take this dragon.
Yeah, unfortunately, they do get the second dragon here, 100%. They are up by about 1,000 gold now.
Yep, so...
The CS on the opposing team has just been really good.
Yeah, Albertus Magnus has kind of turned the tide here. They definitely don't have all the momentum, but they've taken the bulk of the momentum that Faulkner had at the beginning and made it, at the very least, even, if not slight advantage to them.
I was about to say, Raptor Klaw struggling, his tower getting really low here just because of the pushing pressure that Team has. Had that really early lead, but unfortunately has not been able to keep it. And now all our lanes are getting pushed really hard because of that grub advantage that the opposing team has.
Right.
Because he's just forced to stand back.
Yeah, and we should be getting a Rift Herald pretty soon, so we'll see what team is going to be able to...
Fully Bear does have to be careful here.
Ooh!
All right.
There we go.
And if we can, is there any lane that can actually... let's see. Unfortunately, we can't take tower with that, unfortunately, but we do save our tower. We can do some decent damage.
Uh-oh. Here we go. AMC going to go in, try to get the pick on Frisbee.
Unfortunately, he does have form here. If we can keep him from ulting, does get the stun off. Unfortunately, Red King is able to ult. Gains back a ton of HP. Rex, I think he still win this? Yeah.
He does.
All right, that's good.
So, unfortunate that we lost Frisbee there, but we're able to make it into a trade, so...
Yeah. It is an unfortunate shutdown there for the Red Cane, but...
And now Raptor Klaw.
Right now, we're really just looking to try and defend our towers as much as possible. We do not want to give them the first tower as much as possible. That's good flash.
Nice.
Unfortunately, Nico gonna go in. Good flash to dodge a stun, but unfortunately not able to dodge.
Surgeon of Death's able to dodge the first one, but gets hit by the next two, and that is a double kill for Jen.
The Jen ult. Oh, I just realized this has been up for probably a while. If y'all have not heard me for a half second, that's why. I apologize. But Nami, unfortunately, trying to juke the Jin ult, and the Jin just being like, I'm not going to try and lead. I'm just going to keep firing at the same place because you keep going back there.
Yeah, so Snoppin getting a little ballsy there, but winds up paying for it, trying to go into a 2v1.
It looks like we will probably get this Rift Herald here, but we do have to be careful because Teemo is pushing up that top lane tower. We have no one to defend the top lane tower right now, or the mid lane. They're pushing towers right now where we're grabbing this. If we can get it, it guarantees us first tower, but we are 100% about to lose top lane tower here.
Yeah, top lane tower is
unfortunately, we did
really
get
low.
That, and we lose first tower for it. But that does put us 2-2 on objectives. We have one dragon and the Rift Herald, and they have the grubs and one dragon. The next person to get an objective gets the upgraded boots, which will be a kind of big mile marker.
Well, and one thing too, if the pattern holds, we had a really good early game. We're having kind of going even in mid game, which going
We're
even
behind a little bit. We're actually down by 1.5k gold.
Yeah, so not a massive disadvantage, but noticeable. That's what, an item? Close to an item?
It's about half an item.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
Now, our mid lane is doing really well. Our mid laner has the highest CS of anyone right now. The only person being close is Jin, and he still has about 18. A little over.
Oh, and Rift Herald comes out.
It looks like we are going to try and push this bot lane tower real quick. All right, the Ash ult there.
Uh-oh.
Nami coming in with a flash ult.
Moniker in trouble here and just gets melted. He goes in and winds up in a 3v1 he did not intend to be in.
Good tunnel out. We are unfortunately unable to actually get the tower. Rek'Sai playing a bit with fire there.
Yeah, Faulkner by no means down and out, but they're definitely on their back feet now. They're going to have to do something big, maybe win like a big team fight or something to be able to reclaim
It looks like
the
we are
advantage.
all here for this dragon. Teemo, notably not here, so this will be a 4v5 in our favor. Teemo does not have, or does have teleport, but he's not using it right now. Nami, unfortunately, baiting out a Raptor Claw's stun there.
Oh, Imblu is actually going for AMC.
Yeah, going for the jungler there, really smart.
And everyone's kind of spread out here. Both teams just kind of dancing around one another. And Imblu actually goes in for the dragon early, kind of surprising. Figured he'd want to win the team fight first.
Everyone keeps getting juked by that Nico clone, throwing out a lot of their abilities on it. But we have to be careful here because the jungler is coming in. Can we? Okay, we killed their jungler.
Woo.
Did we get the dragon? We did get the dragon.
Wow.
So that does get us boots.
Man.
Really solid team fight from our team there. I was a little worried for a second, but that turned out really well. We actually
didn't lose anyone.
Yeah, actually, everyone on our team stayed alive. Really, really good team fight. The 4v5. Teemo just had TP, but never used it to come help with the dragon fight. And actually, I don't know how that would have looked if Teemo had also been there. Teemo, being a very strong player on their side right now, has really high CS.
Yeah, so we're able to take mid turret. The bot turret is very low.
Yeah, he did get another turret for that, but gave up the upgraded boots to be able to push that tower. So I do question the decision making, but it certainly wasn't free for us to get the dragon. But we are up in gold again because of that.
Right. So Surgeon of Death here trying to clean up jungle a little bit, get rid of some of those wards.
Oh, we're even in gold. Technically, of like 200 more gold, but that's not
A
even
negligible
short sword.
difference.
Not even a short sword.
Okay, so interesting. You've got the ADC, the bot laner, and the mid laner just kind of perusing around. Looks like they're getting ready to try to for another objective. Is it Baron? Otacon.
Otacon will be the next one up, and it'll be up in about a minute, I believe.
And it looks like they're going to go after this Temu.
Oh,
Maybe
it's
they
up
can.
in 6 seconds. My bad. I was looking at the wrong timer.
But now his teammates are there, so
we are on Otacon. We're pretty much guaranteed to get Otacon here. They're trying to push towers, but again, unfortunately, our team getting bamboozled by the Nico clone, wasting Malzahar ult on the clone. But we're playing really well objective-wise. And again, the opposing team kind of just giving us objectives to try and push towers.
Which, that's a strategy.
I mean, it is. They're trying to close us out in essentially the mid game before these objectives really matter too much.
Yeah. Well,
But
it looks like.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, unfortunately, they do take Frisbee, and that brings their kill count up a little bit because of that big team fight. Still leading in that.
Frisbee didn't have a shutdown on him anymore because he'd already died once, so it's not even a crazy loss. It's still way better for us to have gotten Otacon there because that is a massive team boost. They do go up by about 1,000 gold again by taking the tower, but the experience boost we get from the Otacon, and I don't remember what bonuses it gives now. I know it still gives a lot of experience and some other boost. Still really, really strong.
And we should have. Is Dragon up already?
Dragon will be up in about 2 minutes, I think. No, that's blue buff. Where is the dragon timer?
Well, Volibear's there now.
There it is. I am blind. It's on the right side of the screen. It's all those things you see on the right side of the team.
Yes.
I just can't make out the symbols very well.
It's okay, Seth. Yeah, so both teams kind of grouping up here, not really wanting to play too much on their own on either side.
Yeah, makes sense. Our team especially has really, really strong pick if we're just able to, like, single someone out.
And we're trying to single out this Timu right here.
Yeah. Timo would be a really good pick. He's just kind of...
Did I say Timu?
You did.
Timu, I'm sorry.
If it's any consolation, I do it all the time too.
I was fighting Timu earlier today. Yeah, so
Trying to fight all the ads.
right. Well, that's a full-time job in and of itself. But yeah, it looks like they're kind of hovering around Dragon Pit.
Dragon will be up in about 20 seconds.
Yep. So they're
both
setting up for
teams
that.
Trying to just poke the other down. Our team has a ton of CC. Malzahar up. Ult should be up. Yeah. We have all ults are available on both sides. We're just trying to poke each other down.
All right, Dragon has spawned, so now have to be thinking about that.
Bully Bear going in.
And Kaiju goes down.
There it is. We take down the Timo. Really good.
AMC goes down. Imblu is killed.
Imblu does go down, but if we can clean this up, we do still essentially get Dragon here for free.
Come on, there we go.
There it is. Imblu flashing for the kill.
Yeah, and Frisbee actually gets an ace.
Yeah.
How about that?
Cleans up the last of the team, and that does give us third Dragon. That is going to put a ton of pressure on the opposing team to always be there to try and stop us from getting what's it called? Soul.
Baron?
Dragon Soul.
Oh, Dragon Soul. Okay, I was wondering where you were going with that.
The fourth Dragon.
The fourth Dragon.
And once again, our team fight has been amazing. We consistently, essentially, team wipe without losing any or only one member when we're doing a full team fight.
Yep. Yeah, we actually did lose 2 there. We lost Imblu and Raptor Klaw, but still, like, we wound up wiping out 4 of their guys, wound up getting Dragon,
we
clearly
killed all 5
come
of
out the
them.
winner. Huh?
We got all 5 of them.
Oh, that's right, because he got the ace. You're
of
right.
the first one.
You're right.
You're thinking of the first team fight, but yeah,
I am.
It's just kind of crazy, honestly, how strong our team fight is. And realistically, I mean, just look at how much CC we have. We have Nami, who has her bubble and her ult. We have Rek'Sai, who has a knockup. We have Malzahar, who has Malzahar ult. We have Ashe, who has Ashe ult.
Ooh,
Literally
big
everyone
hit.
in our team. And, of course, we have Bully Bear with his Q. And Bully Bear... Okay, I didn't realize this, but Bully Bear built... has MR now, so he's going to be significantly better at handling that Timo.
Yep.
Both sides kind of setting up for Baron here. I don't know if we necessarily want to go for it, but we are certainly trying to...
Bully them off of it.
keep them off of it.
And it looks like we are going to go for it. Imblu starts the attack. And Raptor Claw kind of up there.
Yeah, Raptor Claw doing a good job just warding them off, keeping them back, not letting them really effectively get in.
Oh, and Scoffin goes in and goes down.
They kind of walked in one at a time, trying to come in and stop us, but, well, I don't know.
AMC goes down.
This team fight, it's looking a lot more even, but Bully Bear now kind of coming into his own, and Rek'Sai and Bully Bear live to be able to take this Baron.
Yeah, so that was a much more even team fight. Faulkner actually loses 3 of their members and now have to fight Baron, which is going slow.
I mean, being fair, I think
they do
in
get
large
him.
part that had to do, like, we hadn't really had an opportunity to back and buy anything.
Yeah.
And for a half second, I think we had a decent amount of gold there on our team that just hadn't gotten spent.
Yep. And we actually have not huge bounties, but bounties on our 2 surviving members. So
Yeah. And that does actually put us up by about 2K gold.
Yep.
Which is 2.3K gold.
Yeah, roughly an item advantage.
It depends on the item.
Yes, obviously. Just like in real life, Seth.
Yeah, I'd say it's about 75% of an item. An item's generally going to be about 3,000 to 3,300 gold. I think the cheapest item I can think of might be 2,700.
That sounds about right.
Because Rylai's might be, there might be some item that's like 2,700 gold.
You have to remember, whenever I'm giving comparisons like that, it could be ignorance. It could also just be being bad at math. Like, it could be either of those things.
Same, honestly. It's like I play this game a lot, but the only items I know particularly well are the tank items, and those are all very expensive items.
Fair enough. Okay, so Faulkner again kind of being the rolling ball of death here, grouping up with one another. And pings going everywhere.
Malzahar just over here to answer the Teemo's push. Teemo, really good at kind of shoving the wave with his mushrooms. Malzahar, even better.
Yeah, Teemo has been very consistently staying in top lane, even in times where you would think he would not be.
This potential team fight. Looks like we're looking to maybe Bush of Death. We do have to be careful because if the Teemo, Nico, there it is. The Nico could potentially like flash ult if they know we're in the bush, but I don't think they do.
It appears that they did not.
Yep, they're just shoving the waves right now.
Which honestly is probably their best bet at the moment.
And here's Dragon. The opposing team is just not here to stop us, really. Volibear just going in for the kills here. Unfortunately,
Volibear goes down.
He's able to hold them back long enough that we get Dragon, and that is soul for us. That is a massive boost.
Yeah. Well, Ethan gave the last full measure of devotion there, being able to hold the other team off. It did cost him his life, but he was able to do it.
That was admittedly really sick hold.
I was about to say, this looks like a really bad strategy. Why did they go into base like that?
They were kind of, they were just, basically the opposing team is kind of starting to feel the pressure. They're feeling a bit desperate to try and get some kind of result. They
Surgeon of Death.
On
yeah, Zombie goes down.
Go here, Nima. I keep combining Nico and Teemo's names because I can't keep up.
They have a similar ending.
Good dodge on the Volibear ult from Silas. Hey, and there's the real Volibear.
Oh, and there we go. Would the rule of Volibear please stand up?
TPing in, I believe, there to come in from behind to get the flank on them.
And now Faulkner's actually going to go in and take a tower.
Yeah. We are very strong.
And
right
inhibitor,
now.
maybe? Oh.
I'm about to say, Rek'Sai getting out there. There's a chance we could get close to ending here. Does Volibear Volt? He does. But it does look like we're going to play it safer. We're just going to get out.
Yeah, honestly, that's probably the best move. Imblu very low there. Wants to be able to replenish some health. Get a buff here. Maybe wait for Baron? Well, Baron won't be up for a little bit.
Baron will be up in about a minute and a half.
Yeah.
If we wanted, this would not be a bad time to just, clear jungles, back up, spend some of the gold we just got, and then make our way towards Baron. It looks like the opposing team already trying to do just that.
Yeah, they're going to try to get advantage on Baron here, which, I mean, honestly, they really need that right now.
Teemo doing his best to just kind of place down as many shroom traps as he can. We have to be careful because the entire team is there, and Volibear, one of our primary front lines, is not there right now. Well, I say that actually 4 of our guys are there now, and only 3 of their guys are. Yeah,
Lamonaker takes down AMC.
It looked like the opposing team was going to try and collapse on Malzahar, but what ended up happening is their team just kind of backed off and ran. They kind of played a little scared. And because of that, instead of having the advantage and getting maybe a pick on Mousahar,
Oh, there we go.
they actually got picked themselves.
Take him down, Raptor Claw.
I'm about to say Raptor Claw doing a good job. Both of these characters have a ton of healing, by the way. This is kind of hilarious to watch.
The hits almost don't matter.
They are shoving our turret and tower. Nico coming in, trying to get a kill there. Ash just holding back the wave. They do get inhib here, but we are going to be able to come in and flank them. And it looks like we are almost certainly going to clean this up very well.
Yeah, and this also gives us priority for the Baron that just spawned as well. So we probably get Baron off of this.
We were able to take out 3 of their guys here. There's no way for them to contest us going for Baron here.
Yep.
This is almost certainly going to end with a very strong push that will very likely let us kill them here.
Yep. So, yeah, they've got absolutely no chance of contesting Baron, it doesn't look like.
They're not even going to try. They're just pushing out their lanes, going to try and make us have to push as far as possible.
Which, at this point, probably the smart move, but...
They do have to be, Kane does have to be careful here. Ash trying to throw an ult out to maybe get a stun so we get the pick on him, but Kane does manage to get out.
Yeah, this is one of those situations where the Albertus Magnus team, they no longer have good options, they just have less bad options.
Yeah, they kind of just have to turtle, and they are right now, their team fight is just significantly weaker than ours. All of their champions are quite a bit behind. Jin does have good damage, and that's kind of who they have to play around. The Nico and Jin just kind of ult stun.
Yeah, you got the Teemo
trying to just throw out those shrooms to get a little poke on us. But as I was talking about before, Volibear eventually just kind of wins.
Yep. Right now he does, at least.
Well, because he just eventually has too much HP.
Yep. He's a giant meat shield at this point.
It's not quite to the same extent that Cho'Gath is, because when it comes to Teemo, Cho'Gath is one of the best counters, I'd say, to Teemo.
Oh, and it looks like we've got some super minions here, and we're just going to kind of go for this tower real quick.
Yeah. I mean, we have all the push power in the world. Nico ult coming out, does get a decent stun, doesn't do much. Silas tries to ult in using Volibear's ult, but just dies for it. And
yeah, we just kind of melt them.
Almost their entire team is dead. The only one left is Red Cane, and Red Cane is not going to be enough to 1v5.
Yeah, we get tower and inhibitor extremely quickly.
Yeah, this is almost certainly game.
Yeah, I think it is.
There's just nothing they can do to stop this push. We have too much CC.
Oh, and we get an ace from the Ash. Yep. Very nice.
Ash. Ace, it just essentially just means, yeah, you kill the last person on the team. It's really...
Okay.
Yeah, really good playing there from our team. Once again, an amazing early game that we managed. And then our mid game, once again, we kind of almost struggled a little bit, got a little bit behind. We really struggle a little bit with that transition from the laning phase to the mid game where people are kind of roaming about a little more. Well, our late game when we're just deathballing is amazing.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like we were saying earlier, our early game tends to be strong. Our late game tends to be strong. It's that middle part we have trouble with. But in that one, we actually went even. Like we kept pretty even. So if Faulkner is able to keep it even in the mid phase, we do really well late game.
Yes, we really were able to just kind of roll them there in the late game. As we were saying, like around the timing of Grubs and Second Dragon, we kind of started falling behind. We weren't necessarily winning all our fights.
Yep.
But then after that, once we got to Third Dragon, the Second Dragon spawn, we started catching back up. Then we got Rift Herald, and everything just kind of started snowballing in our way. And we just really, really rode that snowball the whole way down the hill, essentially.
Right, just taking those little bitty advantages that turned into big advantages, like when we got Soul or when we got Baron Nashor. We were able to take those little advantages and turn them into big ones, and that's ultimately what resulted in Faulkner getting a second round win, which means we are now knotted up and go to the rubber match.
All right, I cannot wait to see how this goes. Excited to be here. Excited to see how this goes. We are 1-1 going into game 3.
That's right. And so the team has opted to take a quick break, and I think we're going to do the same, and we'll be right back with picks and bans for round 3. So we'll take a quick break here, and we'll be back in just a minute.
I wanted to take my career to a higher level, so I searched for an MBA program that fits my schedule, that's accredited, and aligns with my Christian values. I found the perfect MBA at Faulkner University. Faulkner's MBA program consists of 10 5-week courses completely online, and the quality of instruction is excellent. Imagine how earning your MBA degree can help boost your career and get you to where you want to be. Visit faulkner.edu/advance to learn how you can get started.
College, law school, this is a formative time for people, but it's not just about getting a degree. And I think when students come to school here, when people work here, that's what they get to see. The folks here will love you, take care of you, look out for you, and along the way, help you get a great education. I love that. I would tell students who are interested in potentially going to law school that they can learn the law anywhere, but not every learning environment is the same. So I think it's important for them to consider where they can go and be comfortable, where they can go and be encouraged, where they can go and be loved. And that's what they'll find here. There are larger schools, there are schools with bigger names, but there aren't schools with bigger hearts than Faulkner's Law School. We love our students. We don't apologize for that. We don't hide that. And they're not going to find that everywhere, but they can definitely find that here.
It is state of the art. It is unlike any other school I have ever been a part of. It's interdisciplinary. It has huge spaces with lots of opportunities for students to work with physical therapists and speech therapists and physician's assistants. There is collaboration amongst the faculty as well as the students. So if you're thinking about Faulkner, just come tour. We'll talk you into it in about 10 minutes.
My Faulkner experience was one that I would advise anyone to take. I selected Faulkner because of, number one, because of the Christian values. The second part was the dedicated program that they had for what I wanted to do with my career, which was going to human resources. And so having that dedicated program and seeing that I could finish on time and finish within a short period of time, relatively, really was the one thing, some of the things that inspired me to come to Faulkner. My degree in HR got me into human resources in the automotive field, and having the degree from Faulkner was well recognized and well respected. And so the community in Alabama knows about Faulkner, and they recognize that Faulkner graduates are going to be some of the top-notch employees, and they're going to have good values, they're going to have good ethics, they're going to have all the things that employers are looking for now. So that really was one thing that Faulkner did for me, was give me credibility with local employers.
Training tomorrow's teachers, ministers, and scientists, guiding future business leaders to positively impact our global economy, teaching healthcare professionals to improve patient outcomes, coaching athletes to give their best on and off the field. Men and women learning how to succeed wherever their dreams take them. That's Faulkner University. With over 70 degree offerings, you'll find your calling with on-campus and online classes that fit your schedule in a Christian learning environment. Faulkner University. Discover more at faulkner.edu.
And we're feeling good. We're back. Thank you so much for being here with us. Faulkner coming off of a round 2 victory.
And a very decisive one at that.
Yeah, I was about to say, it wasn't really even close.
We had a couple skirmishes that we didn't do great on in the mid-game around Grubs and Second Dragon. But outside of that, it really was just all Faulkner there.
Yeah, there was about, I would say, 4 to 5 minutes of gameplay where it was kind of back and forth, and it seemed like Albertus Magnus had advantage. But Faulkner able to take that momentum back, and we're hoping that now we're in Game 3. So now that we also are in Fearless, all of the champions that were played previously no longer eligible.
And
So
I did actually get with the team, and there was something I was curious about, just like in the pick ban phasing, and it does seem like Jin was most likely a counterpick on the opposing team to deprive Josh of being able to play Jin, because Jin's probably one of his strongest champions. They were able to kind of look into us, which is always good. Like,
right, that's part of the game.
That's part of the game. We do that. That's what you're supposed to do. You look into the other teams, like you try and figure out like what kind of bans do you need, what gives you the most advantage. It's a really big part of the game, especially competitive scene. Really fun. Like when you're playing ranked, you don't know the opposing team. You just ban champions you don't play against.
Exactly.
Like, I just perma-ban Vayne because all of my champs have a lot of HP. I like playing big HP champs go burr. Vayne is the anti-big HP champ.
He really is, yeah.
I deal 12% of your max HP in true damage, so it doesn't matter how much HP you have. I will always kill you at the exact same rate, no matter what your HP is. You will die very fast.
Yep. So I did want to bring up, we had a few people that were commenting in chat. We got Big Boy Zach and 910 saying, go Faulkner, and great commentary. Well, thank you. Appreciate that, Big Boy. And we appreciate you watching. And then also we have Very Menacing Chicken, which I love that username. Just saying, let's go Faulkner, let's go. So, yes, let's go Faulkner. We will be getting into match 3 here soon. And ladies and gentlemen, this one is for all the marbles. The winner of this match goes home with the W. Albertus Magnus, you might recall, is a team that we very narrowly lost to last season, and we would love to be able to take home the victory this season. That would be a big turning point for our team, especially morale-wise, to beat a team that you lost to last year.
I definitely think it's within the cards for us to be able to. Our team has been incredibly strong this semester. Our ability to just work as a team has improved so much from last semester.
Yeah, and you really saw it in a lot of those team fights that the teamwork here has been kind of on point.
It's the team fighting capability of our team between last semester and this semester has been night and day.
Absolutely. I think you wanted to say light years and then night and day, but you wound up going with light and day, like just meshing them together. Like that Jim Gaffigan routine where he's like, you're walking away and you're trying to say take care and good luck, but instead you go like, take luck with you. But yeah. All right, so we are in the pick ban phase, so we can go ahead and take a look at that. And
my eyes.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry.
I didn't bring my glasses today.
You did not?
It's
okay. I'm pretty sure I can resolve this.
I lost them in my car.
For I am coach. And I wield strange and mysterious powers.
What is this devilry? This technological prowess? It looks like we have exactly 0 picks or bans so far. So, so much to commentate on.
It literally says that we're waiting.
Yeah.
So you see all those pictures in the middle?
That's all.
Those are the characters that we will either be picking or banning.
Exactly. That's like
very informative commentary.
1/10 roughly. No, not 1/10.
Oh, also Very Menacing Chicken says wipe the floor with them, Faulkner. Yes. Absolutely. We're with you, very menacing
I'll
chicken.
get the mop bucket ready.
Is that Brock? I've seen him go by chicken before. I think that might be Brock. If it is, we love you. If not, we still love you, but we love you in a different way because we don't know who you are.
All right, it looks like the first ban on Alberta's side is going to be Wukong. Let's see. I'm trying to think. So Wukong, a very strong jungler. Makes sense to ban him. I definitely think Wukong is a incredibly strong champ right now. I know Blue, that's his name. Seth, Blue, my name.
I was about to say, he has the same name as you, Seth.
Well, you think that helps me? You think I'm able to keep up with mine? Anyhow.
Fair enough, I guess.
Wukong definitely a strong champ. It looks like the Albertus words I can't.
Albertus Magnus. There you go.
Albertus looks like their first 3 bans are going to be Wukong, Darius, and Ari. Ari, I know, a champion that our mid lane likes to play. Darius, I'm trying to think. I don't think anyone on our team actually actively plays Darius that much. I'm sure Ethan's very capable of playing Darius.
Ethan very much can play Darius, but I don't know that I've ever seen him play one in a game. It looks like we picked Morgana.
Oh, okay.
Or no, sorry, Albertus Magnus. I forgot. We flipped. So now Faulkner is red, which seems wrong, but that's how it goes.
All right, it looks like we're first picking Asol.
I like it. I'm there for it. Are we doing Asol or are we doing ADC or mid lane Asol, do you think?
We will find out.
It's a mystery.
Let's check out how the rest of it goes.
Okay.
Morgana is most likely going to be their support, although it could be a flex pick for support or mid.
I could see either of those, yeah.
Looks like we're going to have Nefiri
Fangmon
most likely in the mid lane because I don't think Seth actually likes playing Nefiri too much, but I know
Charlie loves Nefiri.
Loves playing Nefiri. Nefiri really strong both in the jungle and the mid lane.
It's the reason why if Charlie were Digidestin, he would have Fangmon. You know what Fangmon looks like, right? He looks exactly like Nefiri. Like they're freakishly similar.
I am aware. Yeah, I didn't think about it until you mentioned it.
My man Seth and I, we like the Digimon trading card game. We're big fans.
I am a little bit of a big fan.
Yes,
I like it. It's really good. Anyhow,
Kog'Maw.
Kog'Maw is a strong AP ADC.
Okay.
He's a weird one because he's an auto attacker.
Yeah.
Which auto attackers generally scale off of AD, and that's where all of like the attack speed and damage boost is for most attackers. But Kog'Maw actually generally scales more off of AP and often goes a bunch of AP items.
Bryan, actually don't spectate this particular PC, and the reason is because this is the one that's actually doing the picking.
Oh yeah, let's swap.
Yeah,
a different one.
Yeah. Yeah. So the reason is I don't think that they're stream sniping, but theoretically they could.
Yeah. It is what it is that it is.
I think that's Charlie's PC is the one we were spectating.
It's just a safety precaution.
Yes.
It looks like we're going to have Briar in the jungle on the opposing team.
And we're going to have Zach and ours.
Yeah, Zach and ours. Really good tank and crowd control jungler. His damage is, of course, not bad. But the big thing he provides is a lot of CC and a lot of crowd control.
I like to call him Flubber.
He bounces around like it.
He does. He's the tell us about Briar a little bit, actually.
Oh, Briar is basically, she's a very heavy AD jungler. The way she works mechanically is really interesting because once you hit the attack button, you can kind of take your hands off the keyboard because she will attack for you. You actually lose control of the character a little bit once she starts attacking.
So kind of like Berserk.
Yeah, she does kind of go berserk. She goes into a bloodlust, and she will just keep auto-attacking the thing that's closest to her until you use her W ability, which is like a scream that knocks people back. If you knock them into a wall, it stuns them.
Yeah, she's kind of a horror-themed character, a little bit like Fiddlesticks.
Yeah, and her ult is something you have to really watch out for because it's very... it can be very scary because basically what she does is she throws a projectile that will travel infinitely, and if it hits you, she will teleport to you and basically fear you and everyone around you, and she gets a big burst of damage.
I see, okay.
It's scary.
So we also have now Zed, and
so that
Rahada.
means it's going to be Kog'Maw Morgana guaranteed in the bot lane, and it's going to be Zed support. And it looks like we are going to have
I can't even read
Renata
that.
Glass.
Renata Glass, okay.
Renata Glass and Asol in the bot lane. Really strong mid, and that really explains the Neferi pick, because Neferi really strong, but also since we're going to have an APC, having Neferi in the mid lane as an AD champ really gives us a nice even playing field, gives us a good solid AD.
And it looks like they've picked Warwick, so Warwick jungle, I would assume.
No, it's gonna be Warwick top. I believe. Briar jungle, Warwick top, almost certainly. It could be Briar top and Warwick jungle, but
that seems weirder.
Briar isn't really seen in the top lane anymore. When she first came out, you saw her a little bit in the top lane, but it becomes a little too easy to like kite her into the tower since
I see.
If she uses her W, she can't stop herself.
So we're probably going to see a Warwick top. Okay.
Yep. So it's going to be Warwick versus Shin, which is actually, I think, going to be highly favored towards us. Shin actually has a similar ability to Jax. In that he can activate an ability that within a certain range, he can dodge all of the auto attacks. And Warwick, of course, just a very strong auto attacking champion. Of course, that's not going to mean Shin automatically wins. Shin doesn't really get any power from his ult. Unlike other champions, his ult is a utility-based one that doesn't actually help him in personal fights, in like laning fights. Shin has an incredibly strong utility ult, and though that he can teleport to anyone on his team. And when he does, he gives them a massive shield. So it's a massive, like, turning a fight around kind of ability that can just create some crazy plays.
Yeah, so now we know who we're going to be dealing with and exactly what will be going on there. And that'll be fun.
We do have to be careful at the level 1 fight, because especially in the top lane, because Warwick, an incredibly strong champion level 1, and Shin's not really isn't likely to start with his dodge ability. I don't know exactly how Shin works because I don't play him, but I don't think Shins generally start with their auto attack dodging ability, so he has to be very careful.
Okay, so we will get into the gameplay itself probably here in the next few minutes. They have to go through the pick-bang client on the screen itself, and then they have to go through all of the delay, which will be about 2 minutes. So it looks like we should be getting Game 3 underway in about 4 to 5 minutes here. But yeah, in the meantime, we'll just kind of discuss exactly what this is going to look like. How would you say the matchups go so far?
I will say matchup-wise, just team comp-wise, I actually really like our team. I will say I worry a little bit for Neferi. I'm trying to remember what the opposing team comp was. But the opposing team is very... they don't really have a ton of squishy champs. I'm trying to remember, what was the opposing bot lane? I forget. Morgana and... who was their ADC? Kog'Maw.
Yeah.
And both of those are harder to dive than you'd think. So Neferi, her ult is going to be... it doesn't look like she's going to have some amazing targets outside of like Zed. Zed's going to be a good target, but at the same time, Zed can ult back and become intangible. So Neferi's going to have to be careful. Doesn't have a ton of great targets. for like if you want to go in like an assassin style Neferi.
Right.
But what I would suggest is if he, depending on what he does, he probably wants to go some kind of more bruiser build with Neferi, which is an option she has, just to help deal with a chunkier team. Aesol, of course, in the bot lane, just such a strong scaling champ.
Yeah, and one of the ones that Josh likes using the most.
Yes, I don't think Josh has actually lost a game out of our competitive
Right,
sets.
the ones that we've seen.
Yeah, I don't think Josh has actually lost a competitive game with Aesol yet.
That's a good point. I think you're right about that. I believe so.
Every game he's played Aesol, he essentially becomes just a late game monster because our team does so well playing around as Aesol.
Yeah,
you're
a monster.
Yeah. I mean, Aesol just has so much damage.
Yeah, when you collect the Stardust, when you get a lot of that, you become very, very challenging to deal with.
Because it's not just like Vigar, which Vigar has infinitely scaling AP. That's just what he does.
Right.
Every time he hits an ability, he gets more ability power, which is really strong, but the abilities themselves don't change. They don't get bigger. They don't gain any more effects.
Right.
Aesol, on the other hand, gets more Stardust, which doesn't really give him more AP. I think it might actually give him some amount of AP, I don't know. But it does increase the damage of all of his abilities, or almost all of them. And not only that, it makes most of them bigger. Like, if you ever notice, late game Aesol can cover the entire field, like the entire field of view with his abilities. And on top of that, it increases the execution rate or range. Because his E, if the opponents are standing in his E, which is the big vortex black hole thing he summons, once they reach a percentage of HP based on his Stardust, they just automatically die, which late game Aesol is like, sometimes 30% of your HP, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, and so we're getting a little glimpse of the team comp now. Now, of course, we will not be able to see that, and I'm just going to go ahead and
2 minutes.
Yep. So you guys, we have about 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
I'm trying to think matchup-wise. I think in the mid lane, Neferi and Zed definitely has the potential to go fairly even, but I would actually kind of give this a little bit to the edge of Neferi.
Okay.
Depending on the skill level of Zed. Zed is an incredibly high skill ceiling champion. And his skill floor is pretty high too. Neferi is a lot more simple, but also has a good amount of skill expression and is just, in general, has a lot of really good tools in her toolkit.
Yeah, Neferi is, I would say, is very versatile. And because it has the ability to use pack and everything, and to be able to attack multiple minions at once, can really scale on gold.
And on top of that, one of the biggest things is Neferi in lane. She's technically like a melee champion, but her Q is like a ranged effect that is really, really good at poking and heals her.
Yep.
Which is something Zed doesn't have. Zed doesn't have that sustain or any way to sustain outside of using pot. So he just has to play really well, and he has to try and focus on just clearing waves, getting in poke here, and dodging abilities, not letting himself get poked down as much as he pokes back, because Neferi has way more sustain than he does with her double Q.
Can I do something really fun here for just a second? Okay, so on our team comp, it looks like we have Fangmon, Azulongmon, Lilithmon, Shukamon, and I have no idea who that last one would be. Maybe like Shio Anjumon?
Maybe. Some kind of Anjumon.
Yeah.
It's like with the face armor, maybe.
Yeah, that's all I could think of. The others, he looks more like a Power Ranger than a Digimon.
Yeah.
And I just thought about it, I was like, man, we have a lot of champions that look weirdly similar to Digimon. But anyway.
Definitely. Of course, we have
Warwick.
Weregarurumon.
Yeah, Weregarurumon. Morgana could be
Witchmon?
I was actually thinking, well, Witchmon would work. Lady Devimon would work.
Lady Devimon, that's probably more like it.
Yeah. Although she has that like mask thing, but Yep. Although with the skins, they really don't look much like that.
The skins remove that similarity, but
a little bit, yeah. Oh, and we actually, just a reminder to the audience, Faulkner is red this time, so
Yes,
we will be
we are
backwards from the way that we were last time.
Exactly. Give me just a half chicken. I'm gonna go fix your stuff.
All right. Yeah, so not a lot of real big action happening in this early. It doesn't look like anybody's going to go for an invade. Well, I say that. The Warwick is sticking close to the Briar, so you may see them try to ambush someone. I could maybe see that. It doesn't look like anyone's going to take the bait. And Warwick just going to hang out in his jungle, not going to do a lot of invade. It looks like both teams kind of playing it cautious. Nobody wants to really get the disadvantage early on, so they're deciding not to be risky. Also, I just noticed that the Neferi has a hot dog skin, which I think is hysterical.
Yes.
I'm a big fan of Neferi, hot dog Neferi.
Yes, the Neferi hot dog skin is a fan favorite that a lot of people love. And also, I just realized I was incorrect. It is going to be Briar top and Warwick jungle. Good
wild
from our team. Shin. Oh, Neferi gonna be able to get that first blood.
Yep.
And actually, do we get a double kill here? We're chasing them.
Maybe.
Probably not.
No.
Yeah, no.
Probably not.
I don't know. Warwick going back in. Warwick is really strong in this early game. Does get the stun there, but Zach going to be able to keep him back.
Yep. And then Raptor Claw goes in, but they're not going to get to...
All the lanes are already there. So everyone kind of losing a little bit of CS for these team fights.
Yeah, it looks like actually Albertus Magnus kind of getting the better of Faulkner's bot lane there, but it's still very early. They didn't die or anything. So
in the bot lane, all things considered, that's fine. Woo, Morgana Q.
Yeah. And the
I'm about to say Warwick
pretty low.
I'm about to say is very low because of that early fighting. Of course, it's Warwick. The lower his life total, the more regen, the more life steal he has. And Neferi, due to that team fighting, gets to lane a little late, so is down a level right now. Again, what I will say, Briar top lane, not something you really see anymore. I'm really curious to see how this goes because I would not call it particularly good, I'll be honest.
Well, we'll have to see. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it works out for him.
I mean, it's not right now. Shin just... Shin already has a taunt, and then Briar on top of that having a self-taunt means...
Oh, and Lamoniker goes down, unfortunately.
Unfortunate. Kinda expected a little bit.
Asol definitely stronger in the mid and late game than he is early game.
Kog'Maw and Morgana going to be really strong in this early game. Morgana especially, if you're not able to dodge her Qs, just going to be able to poke you down so much.
And Surgeon of Death kind of in trouble here. Luckily, it's early enough in the game. If she stays under tower, she should be fine.
Good W from Frisbee.
Uh-oh.
Unfortunately, does get the healing there from the second Q. Able to stay alive just barely.
Yeah, gonna have to back here, but still really, really good showing by the captain. And it looks like Living Kaiju here is gonna be in trouble.
Yeah. Shin doing a really good job, knowing exactly the range of the turret, staying just outside it, and getting good damage on. Is down a level right now due to the wave pushing back, but that does even up right here. Still has a significant, due to his wave pushing in and then bounce back at it. Yeah, wave control. Anyhow.
Yep.
Shin absolutely looking for a way to get in on this Briar right here, if he can start the taunting, or if Briar tries to self-taunt at all. There
it looks like Raptor Claw is going to dive in.
Damage here. Briar is able to push him back, but again, just lost half of her health. Shin is so strong early. Does have to play careful. The minion wave is at Briar's advantage right now.
I was going to say, it looks like the minions might be giving him a little trouble.
Right there, we're seeing the Shin dodging ability.
Frisbee going to put a lot of pressure on Snoffin.
Snoffin.
That's what we're calling him.
Frisbee
looks like a gank here.
Does he have W? He does not. He got feared.
That's not
but
good.
It does like we're probably going to. Nope, not quite.
Man, this Briar's survivability is just insane.
I mean, Briar does have a lot of survivability.
And it looks like the blue team going to try to push for Dragon here, and they may be able to take it.
I'd say they are probably going to be able to steal this, I think. I don't imagine we're going to be able to...
I'm blue able to stay alive for a surprising amount of time.
I was about to say, Renata Glass W, trying to keep him alive long enough for him to be able to steal.
Oh, no, and Moniker goes in and winds up dying himself. So Faulkner has, like we said, traditionally been much better on early game, and even in the game they lost, had a much better early game than the other team, but now struggling a little bit.
Yeah, and a lot of it comes down to those early fights. We did win that early fight, getting like the first kill and stuff, but didn't really matter a ton because we missed out on so much CS because of it. Shin does have to be careful here. Okay, able to get out.
Yeah, he's going to have to back here.
Yeah, I didn't really see what happened to get him so low, unfortunately.
I think it was just like a slow, steady getting a hit here and there.
I mean, it was kind of burst. It had to have been a bit of a burst.
Really?
Did hit level 6 first. I wonder if she didn't ult. It seems like there was just a point where she was able to kind of go in, get a stun on him, most likely. Looks like mid lane is looking to try and make a gank in the top lane.
Yep, I'm blue.
Shin
really
ulting, nice, really good ult there. Really good team play. A Briar, of course, having.
It took 3 of us, but we did finally take down the Briar.
Yeah. Briar does have a ton of healing, which is really frustrating.
And a double kill here, able to take down AMC.
And are we going to be able to take the mid laner as well?
I think so, really actually. Well, maybe not.
Probably not. Zed does have a lot of get out. But does he have his Q?
Oh, Zach with the tether.
Unfortunately, move over here. We don't get to see how that plays out.
Well, if they're not showing it to us, it's probably not all that exciting. Yeah. That's generally how Fog of War works.
Yeah. Flash coming out from...
yeah, Warwick taking it to Imblu.
Oh,
almost got out of it.
So close to being able to get the save there.
He tried. He really did.
Moniker struggling a lot here to...
And that now Surgeon of Death in trouble as well, is able to get out. Good job on Abby for being able to pull that off.
Morgana, unfortunately, just has those really long stuns. Asol just not quite equipped to dodge them effectively unless he predicts them coming.
Yep.
Unfortunately, that does mean we're going to lose a lot of CS in the bot lane and at least 2 plates, I think.
Yeah, I'd say a plate probably goes here.
Now, we already lost 1.
And blue team is also able to take
back to be able to take some to get the CS.
So
yeah, we do lose 2 plates there.
Yeah, Faulkner needs to do something to stem the bleeding here because they've now lost 2 objectives and a lot of plates on bot lane's turret.
Shin doing a good job just keeping the CS rolling. Our mid laner,
yeah, you saw
mid laner Nefiri, of course, doing really good on CS, up by 23 CS right now.
Yeah, Raptor Klaw gonna dive down on the Briar, see if he could get a kill, but able to take some HP.
Yeah, doing a really good job of just understanding how to play against the Briar. Just very, very get in, get out, get in, get out. Poke her down, keep her low. She does have a lot of regen.
Oh, Raptor Klaw gonna attack now the Briar.
He does have to be careful because she's very, very capable of healing a lot off of Oh, unfortunate. But
Ooh, wow.
Shut down.
They're able to take down Demi?
Yeah. Nefiri, Frisbee. Frisbee tried dodging the Morgana Q with his W, but timed it just a little too late. Oh, unfortunately used his...
oh, nice!
Nice. Bryan used the self-taunt there. Started attacking, self-taunted herself. Frisbee going in for a little bit of an aggressive ult.
Yeah, he goes pretty hard there.
Far. Able to get a little bit of damage, does end up taking more than the opposing Zed does, but doesn't really lose out too hard.
Yeah, Frisbee's maybe in a little bit of trouble here, but
it does look like we're probably going to be able to get this dragon. It looks like we're in a good position too.
We'll see. Imblu getting melted pretty quickly.
Bryan ult coming in. Unfortunate. Good dodge there from the Shin.
Yeah, Imblu goes down, and it looks like Blue's
Zed
actually going to...
We are going to lose this dragon too. Unfortunate. Just not quite able to...
Well, I think they very wisely decided to go for Imblu first, because once he was gone, we didn't really have the survivability from our other characters to be able to sustain that.
And he just wasn't able to... he did revive because of his passive, which revives him, but it wasn't enough to, he didn't come back fast enough to take the dragon.
Right. Smart play by them. Unfortunately, Faulkner, again, needs to figure out something to get them back in the game. No bounties on the other team?
Yeah, no. Well, there is a bounty on the opposing cog.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I missed that.
It's not big, but...
It's not a big one, but...
which, by the way, I was mentioning how Kog'Maw does often go AP, but in this instance, he's actually going AD, opting to go AD Kog'Maw, which is still very strong. Went Bork first. Blade of the Ruin King. Let's see. Looks like our bot lane, or Zach is looking to get a gank here in the bot lane.
Yep.
Barely misses that Q. I honestly thought he'd go for the Morgana.
I kind of did too, actually.
But it makes sense to try and go for the Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw's the one they really want. And on top of that, Kog'Maw, can Shin get out? Is able to get out and able to block all the sins. Gets out of that situation with little to no damage.
Yeah, understands he does not need to 2v1 these guys.
Grubs are going to be up here and we're... Actually, is that Grubs or is that Rift Herald? Did people already get Grubs? No, this is Grubs. They got Grubs.
They got Grubs, yeah.
I missed that. I missed the Grub fight somehow.
There was no Grub fight. They took it uncontested. So you didn't miss it. It never happened.
Let's see. We do have to be careful. We do not want them getting first tower, although having the Grubs makes that very hard to prevent.
Yep.
Very good prediction there from Imblu. Although I don't know if going in on the Warwick here was necessarily a good idea because we do have Bryan ult and Warwick is very strong.
Yep.
Shin ult was not up either, so...
Uh-oh, and now Raptor Klaw in trouble as well.
Able to send out the blocks. And does... Bryan does go down, gets the double kill.
Wow!
I was about to say, both of them getting incredibly greedy for that kill, and Shin able to get the double kill and still 3-0-3. So 3 kills, 0 deaths, 3 assists. Very well played from
something like that is a real momentum shifter, and I think that might actually...
it does look like they did get boots because they got first tower in the bot lane. We kind of missed that, but... Unfortunate, but we still have scaling on our side heavily. We do have to focus on trying to make sure Raptor Klaw is able to keep scaling, essentially. Losing his tower early does make that a lot difficult. It makes it significantly less safe for him to step up and CS. because, you know, he just doesn't have a tower to fall back to.
Right.
But
it makes those early pushes riskier for sure. And it looks like Rift Herald is up, so and we are really kind of in the prime position to be able to take Rift Herald. Frisbee gonna go ahead and head there now to
we do
offer
have to be
support.
careful because they can collapse on us.
Yeah, and actually their guys are nearby.
It looks like they're actually going to let us have it uncontested.
Yeah,
we got it.
We do.
They actually pinged because Briar, for those who are looking at the minimap, Briar started moving towards Rift Herald, but their team pinged them off of it, just saying like, no, let them have it. They understood they couldn't really they didn't feel like they could effectively contest it here.
Yeah, so now setting up for Dragon, which I believe is up here in just a second.
Dragon will be up in 13 seconds. Yeah, we are currently setting up for it. Although Warwick coming in from the back of Dragon. Let's see.
Yeah, so they need to get a pick or something off of here to give them advantage.
We are going ahead and starting Dragon. Looks like we're going to go ahead and use Rift Herald in the mid lane to try and push this.
Yeah, use the fact that they're not there as an opportunity, kind of call their attention away.
And it did work. They decided to come and try and stop this push in the mid lane, and we're probably going to be able to get Dragon here.
Let's hope so.
Good old. I can't see the HP on Dragon. I don't know. Yeah, okay.
Okay, Imblu gets a kill. And a shutdown by Aurelian Soul.
No, wait, what? Oh, Blue got a kill, but they got the Dragon. Okay. I thought we had Dragon. I thought that was us getting Dragon, but no, Imblu just got a kill.
Yeah.
I read that wrong. That is incredibly unfortunate.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, getting outsmited by the Warwick.
Yeah, Frisbee does go down, and that just was not a great exchange for us.
Yeah, we're starting to even the gap a little bit, but they have 3 dragons already.
Yeah, we really do not need to let them get sold.
They have 3 dragons and 3 grubs. They are incredibly strong at pushing right now. It looks like we are going to get a pick on this Briar most likely here.
Man, she can survive a long time, though.
Briar does have a lot of healing. That's kind of her biggest shtick, is that she just heals a lot.
Yep, so our bot lane and top lane are both very far pushed up. Faulkner really needs to take some towers here.
If they can. The biggest thing is we don't actually have a ton of tower pressure.
Right. Which is why it's so good that we got Rift Herald.
Yeah. Our ability to push towers is not particularly strong. Not as strong as theirs, at least. We, of course, late game, every champion kind of can deal with towers really well eventually. Especially with like a Baron buff and such. But before then, we are looking to just sit back turtle and scale. That is what we want to do. It's kind of what we have to do.
Yeah, unfortunately, it feels like Faulkner can't win for losing, but if you look at the scoreboard, we're not actually down by that much.
Yeah, we're actually ahead 1 kill. We are down by about 3K, a little less than 3K gold, about 3.5K gold.
Yeah, and you're seeing now exactly what you were talking about earlier, where the Charlie's having to be a little more careful about pushing up because he's missing that tower. And Imblu just going to dive in on him.
Does miss, unfortunately. Shin teleports in behind them. Able to get a taunt there.
I think it was really more of an intimidation tactic. I don't think he actually intended to fight. He just wanted to say, hey, get off my buddy.
He was trying to be there for his teammates, and yeah, it did kind of work to just kind of push him off. Looks like we're going to be trying to look for a pick on this Briar. The opposing team kind of separated.
Oh, and
all right,
we're going
Kog'Maw left on his own. I was about to say Kog'Maw, one of the better champions for him to be able to ult into. If Morgana's there, it's really hard for him to ult in.
And it looks like we're going to take the Briar again.
Yeah, and there we were seeing what I was talking about earlier with what I was just saying. If Morgana's there, it's really hard for Charlie to ult in because of exactly what we just saw, where he tried ulting in, Morgana Q just stunned him.
Yeah, so now you're seeing a little bit of a momentum swing, maybe in our favor, and it looks like Otacon is up.
Otacon is up, and we are going for him right now.
We should be able to take him just based on the layout right now.
Taking him uncontested, which is really good, considering that we're behind. Otacon gives a lot of experience. It'll be really good. Yeah, it gives level ups to most of our team.
Snoffin here really wanting to take this tower.
Loses half his HP just for getting hit by Q twice.
Yep.
Kind of crazy.
Jimmy gonna hang out here around Dragon. Dragon does spawn soon, I believe.
Dragon spawns in 50 seconds.
Yep, so they do need to...
We do have to try and fight for this, unfortunately.
We do not need to let them get soul.
Yeah, we do not want to let them get soul, even if we do eventually outscale, even if they have soul with a soul.
What would be ideal is if we can get a pick right here.
Yeah. If they get soul, that essentially would probably give them the power to try and end here. Trying to go for a pick here, and it looks like we're probably going to get it.
Come on, take it down. Oh, no.
I'm about to say, I think he's... Yeah, he goes down.
He does go down.
Good pick.
Frisbee is in danger, though.
Frisbee able to... I'm about to say, has the healing, able to use ult his second time, which gives him a little bit of shield.
And it looks like that is going to give us Dragon,
that's
actually.
That's going to give us Dragon. It's only the first Dragon. We have to essentially do this 4 more times. But it is a start, and it really does show how the tables are starting to turn for us. A-Soul is starting to become a real champion.
Right. I'm a real boy! All right, Ocean Drake is ours. And we did get Otacon, so that means we've got 2 back-to-back objectives, and we're starting to win a lot more team fights and get a lot more kills. Faulkner actually still leading in kills, and
And we did even up the gold count.
Yes, considerably.
That was really funny. We saw Briar kind of self-taunt there, and we're seeing some of the downfall of Briar, especially Lane Briar.
Yep.
She's over there trying to push the tower, and then auto-taunts into a champion. Has to use flash to try and stay back.
Oh, I'm blue. This is a little risky here.
You know, all things considered, he's actually significantly stronger than the other 2 right now, I think. If he's able to get on top of them. Yeah, and as we see, like, we're starting to deal some good damage to these towers.
Yeah, it looks like Frisbee does take turret and is going to get some wave clear here.
Always want more CS. And as we see, speaking of CS, A-Soul starting to catch up to Kog'Maw in CS. Was down by a decent amount, I think, at one point. But now is only 11 down.
Yeah, Faulkner actually takes the gold lead here for really the first time in the game, I think.
First time all game we have the gold lead, and we are using it to our advantage. We kind of hit our power spike.
Yep.
And we're doing really well. I know Shin actually got blood mail, so did Zach. So we actually have a lot of, and A-Soul got Oblivion Orb, I think is what it's called. So we have a lot of anti-heal now to deal with the Briar and Warwick, which is really good. I will say, I just noticed their team is like full AD outside of Morgana, so Shin gonna have a field day just building a ton of armor, honestly.
Yeah, so Faulkner trying to keep the pressure up, and you understand why. They really need to keep that momentum.
I was about to say, Zed able to dodge the A-Soul ult. A-Soul trying to play safe because he knows the Zed can burst him down.
And does, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Zed was low, but can't ever count him out.
Yep. Frisbee is able to take him down. Get a nice kill there. Imblu gonna fight really hard. Tries to get the Briar down.
I about to say is able to kill the Briar.
Going to, yeah.
Briar does have all that healing, but he has heal cut, so
yeah. Frisbee though goes down.
Unfortunate there. Frisbee almost is able to get the revenge kill after death.
Yep.
On the Warwick, but still does die and give a little bit of a shutdown.
Yep. Unfortunate for him.
Unfortunate, but still
definitely not as bad as it could have been.
Especially since he was still able to kill the jungler. Therefore, they don't have a jungler to contest this Baron.
Yeah, although it looks like the Morgana is kind of sticking around.
Yeah, but there's
maybe
she can do.
Wants to get a cheeky steal here.
She can't. She doesn't have smite.
Oh, I see.
There's the only one that can actually really effectively try and do that would be Warwick, but Warwick's dead, thankfully, due to the fight with Nefiri.
Yeah, and so it looks
very well played, honestly, from Nefiri, able to give us Baron, do that sacrifice, and actually, she even gets the Baron buff. She came up just in time to get the Baron buff.
Nice. All right, so now we've got Baron buff, could really do some much needed lane pushing.
Yeah, I was about to say the Baron buff here going to be really strong, give us some actual wave clear. Nefiri needs to be careful. Yeah, Briar trying to ult the Nefiri in the mid lane.
So do you think that we need to spread out a little bit here to take advantage of Baron buff, or do you think we just need to stick together?
Honestly, we do better with team fights. We really want to clump up.
Yep, I'm fine with that.
And that's exactly what we're doing. Ace ult coming down doesn't really hit anyone, but does force them back.
Yeah, Imblu getting a little dangerously low here.
I was about to say, Imblu just kind of sitting there and tanking for the team. If you notice, the entire opposing team was focused solely on him there.
They do seem to really hate Imblu.
I mean, it makes sense. They kind of have to respect the fact that he's kind of the tank sitting in the front. He has a ton of CS.
Oh, and Frisbee gets a kill?
I was about to say, really good pick there from Frisbee.
And I think that may actually wind up giving us Dragon.
Yeah,
they might still try to contest, but with 4 down.
Too much damage now.
Yeah.
Kill this thing before they can even get there.
And they're able to take the Ocean Drake. So 2 Ocean Drakes for us.
I was about to say Ocean Drake actually really good for us here. It gives us a little bit more survivability and healing.
That's what we want. We like surviving. Surviving is good.
If I remember correctly, the Ocean Dragons, like the general buff each dragon gives, is just a little bit of extra healing outside of combat, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I might be wrong. I know Ocean Soul, what it does is whenever you deal damage, you heal a little bit. Gives you a little bit of healing for dealing damage. Healing over time for dealing damage.
Zed looks like he's going to back here. And we do get a turret.
Nefiri doing a really good job of just pushing side lanes. Like, the opposing team really has to respect a solid push from anyone in our team. Nefiri being is just the best one to be able to be on the side lanes, able to get out in a pinch with her W and her dashes. So she's just really good at getting away if things start looking hairy. And at the same time is also incredibly strong right now and is able to just essentially 1v1 anyone on their team right now, I think.
Yep, for sure.
It looks like she's going to try and go for a 1v2.
Oh!
I think she's going to win.
Might actually win it.
Yeah,
although Raptor Claw did come to help, but we're fine with that.
Coming to help, but that was, Nefiri saying, not only do I win all the 1v1s, I win the 1v2.
Yeah, you can see why Charlie really wanted to play Nefiri. And now, got a lot of wave clear.
Blue coming in. Trying to think, he is 4 levels up on the on the Morgana, but and same level as the who was with him? I think it was the Zed. Yeah, same
Was
level
it
as
the
the
Zed?
That felt like a little bit of a greedy all-in. His teammates could have come to help, and they were there to help if needed, but could have been a little scary, I think.
Asol just trying to clear this wave, but needs to be careful because there are 2 of them up there.
I will say Imblu does kind of get the benefit of being able to play a little less safe than everyone else because his passive does let him just have a free revive on the spot.
Right. And that does help. But you can see there, Faulkner now with 4 bounties and 2 quite hefty ones. That's just kind of an indication of how much they've been dominating, but it looks like they may actually be able to take Raptor Klaw here.
Trying to get out, not quite able to do. That is a massive shutdown. That is Shin's first death all game.
Is it really?
That was his first death all game. And it just gave a massive shutdown. Warwick actually got 1,110 gold off that.
Jeez.
That solidly got. They went from being, they were 3K gold down almost. Yeah, they were 3K gold down, and now they're less than 2K down.
Yeah, well,
because of that one kill.
Poor Ethan, just wrong place, wrong time, got jumped on by 3 of them.
Yep.
So we've got Dragon Spawn here in about a minute. And then
Shin is going to be up in 2 seconds. Luckily, he does have his ult. His ult will literally let him just teleport to the fight if needed. Nefiri not here. Dragon will be up in 44 seconds. She does have time, but it looks like we're going to get Asol's unfortunately going to get ganked. Get picked off. Shin does try to ult in to save him, gives him a big shield, but just not enough. That is a massive pick on the opposing team, in the opposing team's favor.
Yep.
Asol just so much of our damage and
specifically dragon damage too, correct?
He does have a lot of damage to the dragon as well, yeah, but the more important thing is just in the team fight, he provides so much utility in the team fight.
Yep. Yeah. Asol probably not going to be here in time. No, not going to be here in time for the fight, which means they have to. This worries me.
Blue just kind of diving in, scaring the team, the opposing team, and it kind of worked to his favor. Nefiri trying.
Frisbee in trouble here.
Unfortunately, he's probably going to get. Can he get a kill of any kind? Not quite. Oh, no.
Oh, this is not good. It looks like the other team's going to get stolen here.
Asol's back.
Oh! Wild. Raptor Klaw in trouble.
If he can, unfortunately not quite, and that is most likely, that is going to be Soul. Zed's going to be able to clean up the dragon.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Man, it could have gone either way, really. Like, it was so close, but unfortunately, Albertus Magnus able to just take the dragon there.
That is going to be a lot of healing on their side. That is a big boost. I can't remember if Ocean Soul is one of the stronger ones. I mean, they're all really good. So that is a big boost in power for them. And that does bring them back to even gold-wise.
Yep.
I'm about to say, we're absolutely still capable of winning this. That is just going to hurt team morale a little bit, I imagine. But we can still fight for these Barons. And, of course, the Elder Dragon when that comes up in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, they're going to be really wanting to get Baron because even though we did get Baron earlier, our lane push is still not quite as strong as theirs, I would say. And being able to get Baron would really help with that. Might even be able to go a little bit into their base at this stage in the game.
Mm-hmm. Both sides looking for Baron here.
Boy, poor Zach just gets rooted seemingly more than anybody else.
I mean, he is the front line. That makes sense. He is essentially the one that's there to soak up all of the hits. He has a ton of healing. He has a ton of CC. A good hit there. And it looks like they're going to be able to get a pick on
They
Zed.
do just
Really good.
melt the Zed.
The kill, unfortunately, does go to Surgeon of Death. I mean, kill's good on anyone. Generally, you don't want your support being the one to get the kills, but it's still a really good pick for this Baron fight. Is good no matter what.
Yeah. You're going to have to be careful, though, because the other team's still looking to do some damage here.
Yeah.
Oh, that did not end well.
I was about to say, as strong as Nefiri is, she is, if she misses abilities, still can quite easily get burst down.
And now Warwick going to come in and try to steal this Baron. Ooh.
What is happening?
So many things. Imblu does get a kill.
Really good Renata Glass.
A double kill.
I was about to say, the Renata Glass, they're doing a lot for the team.
Yes, and Faulkner does get the Baron.
I was about to say, we do get Baron there. That Renata Glass ult just doing it. I think we were going to be okay, but it really ensured our safety there. Berserking the opposing two enemies that were there fighting and kind of causing them to kill themselves.
Yeah,
really
so both teams there, and Imblu needs to be careful here.
I think he beats Zed in a 1v1. I think he's fine. Yeah.
Well, he definitely wins a 3v1.
Oh, yeah. Our team, I will say, very mobile. Able to kind of be in a lot of places at once. Elder Dragon is up in 2.5 minutes. Asol, if we can actually get a look at his stacks here in a second. If we could, real quick, production, if you don't mind, could you left click on Asol real quick? Just click on Asol, the dragon.
Yep, over there. Down
on
one.
His character.
There you go.
The character model on, no, not on the side. Next time he pops up on screen, the actual character in game.
Oh, okay.
Because if you do that, when he pops up, yeah, right. Wait, where is he? No, he's not there.
No, he's not there.
But that'll let us see how many stacks he has of Stardust. I'm about to say going.
Oh, goes in and really almost in one shot.
Is able to kill. If he can, all right, able to get the second ult off for the shield.
Woo! Frisbee is
Bryan,
living on a prayer here.
A few prayers, does end up dying, but in doing so does manage to help our team get a pick on the Morgana, which is very important. And it looks like we're also going to get a pick on the Briar. The Zed trying to get in and burst down the Asol, but is forced to flash out.
Yeah, that is good for us, but they're still probably going to be able to respawn before Dragon, so not ideal.
Not ideal, but it's not bad.
No, not bad.
Not bad.
Definitely not bad.
We are up by still a little more than, still almost 2K. Oh, can you click on the Asol now?
Well, he just moved off.
The thing, yeah,
yeah,
you can just follow him. He has 353 stacks of Stardust right now, which is really good. That's a good number. It's not crazy. It's not like the craziest because of how much the opposing team has kind of been doing their best,
but
to
solid,
silence him, to keep him down, but is solid.
Come on, guys.
I was about to say, the opposing team kind of getting a stun there on Chen, but Asol doing a job. Places down Z, the opposing team realizes they just don't want to go in.
Sack's going to go in here.
Going to go in, get a little bit of stun, and it looks like Asol ult going to come down, and it's the big one. Does get the stun.
Come on, guys. Imblu in trouble, taking tons of damage here.
Oh, Renata Glass ult coming in. The opposing team starts hurting themselves. Warwick.
Oh man.
No.
Frisbee does get the Kaiju.
And that is unfortunately going to be Elder Dragon for the opposing team.
Yeah.
That was a tad unfortunate. Renata, our team just a little out of place. So what was really interesting in that fight, Frisbee was right there next to the Neferi, next to the Briar and Warwick, who both happened to have the item. I forget what it's called. It's basically, it gives them, it makes their auto attacks have a big cone damage effect.
Yeah.
And what happened is they got hit by the Renata ult, so they started attacking each other and not Frisbee.
Yeah.
But because they had those AoE damage attacks, even though they were hitting each other, they still hit him, and he had so little life left that little bit of splash damage killed him.
Well, now it looks like Albertus Magnus has kind of picked up some of the momentum here.
They are really, really strong right now, especially with that Elder buff. Faulkner's been doing really good, but in these late stages, but they've been struggling really hard in some of these really important ones, just getting barely caught out of position.
Right, they're not getting just owned, but they are like just barely not able to seal the deal on some of these team fights.
All right, everything kind of hitting a lull right now. There's no objectives up. No one wants to try and really initiate a team fight because while they would probably win, like they would win just an all-out one, like 5v5, most likely.
Aren't we about to see Baron though? Yep.
Yeah, everyone's waiting for Baron. We would really like to get a pick, but right now they have Elder buff. Any fight is incredibly dangerous. Frisbee has to be really careful here. Good W to dodge the attack.
Yeah, Frisbee's in a 1v3 situation, and that is not
Fortunately, they have
good.
Elder buff. Yeah, he got hit with a single attack and lost about a quarter of his HP from burn.
How long does Elder buff last?
I forget exactly.
Oh, Frisbee actually goes in on Snoffin.
I'm gonna say does go in, and it looks like we might be, or very likely to probably be able to get a kill here. Yeah, really good.
And they
pick.
do. Yeah,
Really
good pick there.
They are going for Baron right now, and I don't know if we're gonna be able to stop them. We are TPing in. Morgana Q coming down.
All right, guys, it's now or never.
Do we have Acel ult? Okay.
Oh, red
we
team steals
stole
the
it.
Baron. Nice.
We're trying to go for this team fight. I don't know if it's going to be in the cards for us to actually win without Acel there to stun the team.
Acel's right there.
Yeah, but I don't think he doesn't have ult up.
Oh, I see what you mean. Frisbee needs to get out of there now.
Yeah.
Run, Frisbee, run.
Acel is able to get out, which is really good.
Oh,
Okay.
come on, Frisbee.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
not gonna be out. Just too much chase down from the opposing team.
Well, yeah, and when you got 4 guys on your tail, that's going to happen.
Only 3, actually, in this case. Just,
well,
Zed actually got killed by the Acel.
I see.
But Acel is here to keep the waves back. This is a potentially rough spot we find ourselves in.
Yeah, it looks like they're not going to get greedy, though. They're going to take inhibitor and then run away. But Faulkner just doesn't have enough people up to be able to defend here.
It's certainly possible to go either way. We are just a bit behind right now.
Yep. We still have the potential to win this. It's just a matter of being able to execute. Unfortunately, though, if don't you lose Baron buff after you die?
Yes.
Yeah, so that meant that even though we won Baron, there were only 2 champions we had that are still alive that get the take advantage of it.
Only Ace Soul still has that, unfortunately.
Yeah, so really good.
There is Elder Dragon coming up here in a second.
Oh
no.
Frisbee,
unfortunately, just going down. Tried to ult in for to try and get a kill, but did not work. Renata ult coming out, but not hitting anyone. The Morgana shield saving it, and unfortunate, most likely everyone dying here.
Yep.
Just not enough ability to get away. Shin just surviving so long with all that armor. Our team trying so hard, but I think this is most likely the end.
Well, Imblu is the only one left to defend, and
while he is really good, and Zach is really good, is not exactly likely to win a 1v5.
It's a 1v5.
Yeah. As well as he's doing,
he came darn close.
He got a kill.
He did actually get a kill.
He's back up, but unfortunately, they just were able to fairly well ignore him and they attacked the base instead.
Yeah. Well,
unfortunate.
That was the right call there, but unfortunately that does mean that by a very narrow margin, Faulkner goes down to Albertus Magnus. Very close game, able to take the second round, but not able to close it out in the third. It seemed like they were knocking on the door, but in all of those team fights, they would come just barely shy in that late game.
Yeah, it was incredibly unfortunate. We did so well of making the comeback. And our late game team fighting was really strong. There were just a couple instances where where 1 or 2 key people got caught out at just the wrong times. The Zed with his ult able to dodge so many important stuns, able to get in, and specifically he was able to get in and burst down Asol. Whenever Neferi tried to ult in on him, he was able to teleport or become untargetable with his ult and then burst her down a little bit. Just a lot of key plays for him. Morgana did so much for the team fights, just with very specific instances of just being able to stun someone at just the right time. Lots of just crowd control on her part, really doing a lot to keep Neferi from being able to use her full potential, essentially. Because we saw the team fights where Neferi got to use her kit exactly the way it's intended, where she got to ult in, and she would just burst down anyone. But then if Morgana was there, she was always able to either shield or stun. On top of that, Morgana was able to use her black shield, which prevents people from getting stunned down. And in doing it gives them a spell shield. They can't be stunned. They can't be CC'd at all.
Right.
And that came in clutch several times with Renata ult. That she was essentially able to save one person in particular and keep them from going berserk, and that really saved a couple key team fights.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, and it really sucks that we just weren't able to be able to seal it right there. Very good team, came very close to winning, but just you can't win them all, and they just happened to be able to beat us on today. You know, if you replayed this best of 3 50 times, you probably go 25-25. These two teams are very evenly matched, but tonight just wasn't our night.
It is Faulkner's first official full loss, I think, right?
For League of Legends,
League
yes.
of Legends, yeah. That's what
yes, this is our first loss of the season.
It is our first loss of the season, and while we don't like losing, it is good to show that, like, hey, this still could have gone either way. It wasn't a wash. It's
right,
not like,
exactly.
It's not like, oh, there was no way we ever could have beat this team. It's like, no, this was really close. And again, that still goes to show how good our team has come, and that
we've come a long way for sure.
Even a game where we lost, we still made an incredible show of it.
Yeah, and we've still got 5 games left in the season. It's actually a little bit longer season because we have 8 games instead of 7. But we absolutely can, play with the best of them, and we've got a couple of really tough teams coming up soon. We've got Iowa State, and then we have a few others that we've played before. So, we just got to drop back and figure out what it is we're doing, and we'll actually take a quick break here and be back in just a minute with the post-game interview in the post-game show.
I wanted to take my career to a higher level, so I searched for an MBA program that fits my schedule, that's accredited, and aligns with my Christian values. I found the perfect MBA at Faulkner University. Faulkner's MBA program consists of 10 5-week courses completely online, and the quality of instruction is excellent. Imagine how earning your MBA degree can help boost your career and get you to where you want to be. Visit faulkner.edu/advance to learn how you can get started.
College, law school, this is a formative time for people, but it's not just about getting a degree. And I think when students come to school here, when people work here, that's what they get to see. The folks here will love you, take care of you, look out for you, and along the way, help you get a great education. I love that. I would tell students who are interested in potentially going to law school that they can learn the law anywhere, but not every learning environment is the same. So I think it's important for them to consider where they can go and be comfortable, where they can go and be encouraged, where they can go and be loved. And that's what they'll find here. There are larger schools, there are schools with bigger names, but there aren't schools with bigger hearts than Faulkner's Law School. We love our students. We don't apologize for that. We don't hide that. And they're not going to find that everywhere, but they can definitely find that here.
All right. Hi, everybody. Good to see y'all. We are here for the post-game interview with Josh, also known as Moniker, playing in our bot lane today. Did a great job. It was so fun to watch these games. First, going to game 1 of these 2 games we played, technically game 2, what was y'all's thought process?
So our first thought process was, let's feel out this team. Let's try our best to kind of figure out what they're playing, figure out how they play, and figure out their game plan. So what we did was we tried to not throw the game, of course, but we're trying to use picks that we don't usually pick that are kind of our throwaway picks at first because of the fearless play style. And that's kind of what we had. That was our mentality going into it. If we win, we're going to do a great job going into the rest of it. But if we don't, we know how they're going to play for the rest of it. And we did. I think we did a really good job with that too.
Are you talking about game 1 from earlier?
Yeah.
Okay, I actually wasn't here for that. I didn't see that one. So, but yeah, that's good to know. That makes a lot of sense. And y'all did end up losing that one, but we did get to see something really good come out in game 2. And so it seems like what y'all's plan was really kind of worked for that game 2. And can we? So going into game 2, looking at the picks bands, first thing I want to point out is it looks like they kind of counterpicked you. They didn't counterpick you. But going into game 2, they did kind of target pick you, taking away your gen, which I know you loved playing Jin.
I love playing some Jin, yeah.
Unfortunately, they did pick Jin, which kind of took away your ability to pick him later because of the Fearless style draft. But y'all did amazing in game 1. Y'all's early game, incredibly strong. Y'all went, what was it? I forget. Anyhow, basically y'all did really well early on in game 2. And then in the mid game, y'all kind of, not that y'all ever really struggled, but there were a few skirmishes that kind of went a little south.
Evened out a little bit.
Evened out a little bit there in the mid game around Grubs and Second Dragon. Then after that, it just kind of y'all snowballed, and y'all did really, really well snowballing. Y'all had such a strong pick comp. Y'all had so much CC. You on Ash, which by the way, I don't think I've ever seen you on Ash. What was the thought process behind that pick into Jin? Did you get to counterpick the Jin, or
I actually did not get to counterpick the Jin, unfortunately. The Jin counterpicked me technically.
Yeah.
What the idea was is we were trying to make a comp based solely around one character in our team. We were trying to get a team really good for Rek'Sai, and we were trying to focus on being able to kite people really well. And the best kite ADC in the game is Ash.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was pointing out at the start of the game. It's like Ash, of course, one of the best kiters in the game. Every auto slows.
Yeah. And Rek'Sai wants to stay in the fight as long as possible, and he wants to be able to chase people down. Seth was trying to build a bruiser type Rek'Sai, which is a little bit different. Most Rek'Sai, I believe, builds more assassin-y. So he was trying to be a little more beefy and a lot more like stay in the fight for as long as possible and do beefy damage. And he did that really, really well.
Yeah, but say.
And having Ash and just everyone in the team was able to keep the fight going on for as long as possible.
Y'all had so much CC between Malzahar ult, your ult, all your abilities slowing, Rek'Sai knockup. We had.
It was amazing, yeah.
There was another Volibear stun. There's just so much. It was crazy.
Yeah, and even though I didn't win hard in lane, I was able to scale up hard enough in the late game where it was actually more worth it to play Ash there.
Yeah, I was about to say, no one really like outright did crazy in lane outside of maybe Malzahar, but you didn't really need to. Y'all just went even and focused on your team fight ability, and I will say that's kind of really where y'all have been shining is your team fight. And y'all's team fighting has been coming a long way, and it's improved leaps and bounds. And going into game 3, what was kind of y'all's thought process in game 3?
So thought process in game 3 was we're trying to find a team comp that kind of was a little bit more tricky. So first pick we had was Asol, and we did this because in most of our band pick phases we try and play a different character in a different lane. So like Asol in bot lane instead of mid lane, and unfortunately late game they just countered us so hard with their pick for mid, it kind of countered me out of bot lane, even though I was really, really strong. Even though I was losing for most of the laning phase and a lot of the game, I was still able to get a lot of stacks on Asol and do a lot of damage and make it very much so valuable for the team.
Yeah, it was the first real team fight, and the first big team fight y'all lost for Soul was because of the Zed being able to kind of get past the front line, jump through his shadows, and is able to get to you even though you were miles behind the enemy line. Unfortunately, behind your teammate, you were unfortunately so far back because everyone we just kind of figured you were safe. The Zed kind of just able to dash through, but the teammates just weren't there to be able to help with it.
Zed was a very big issue for the Asol, and as an Asol player and also as a bot lane player, I hate being able to be like so hard countered that I'm just so useless in that.
Yeah, and it's there were so many instances where you were turning team fights, and you were when y'all's team fights, if you were able to stay alive, it mattered so much if the Zed was able to be picked off.
Yeah, one of the things that Seth said to me in the middle of that game is like, Josh, don't die because you're the only one with elder buff. I'm like, okay, buddy, no pressure now.
Yeah.
And that only promoted me to get killed faster. But honestly, like, the team fights we did right there were very, very good. Right there at the end, we were kind of pressed for like who we're gonna pick because a lot of our picks, because due to the Fearless draft, were taken. So
I will say I really did like the draft. There was only ever two things that I felt like kind of hurt the draft a little bit, and that was Zed, his ability to get in on you, and the Morgana, because the Morgana
was an issue laning.
Morgana was an issue in laning, and she was able to do so much to kind of counter the Renata. Her shield stopped the Renata stun and stopped the Renata ult on certain characters.
It was very
it was the Morgana really did a lot to hurt the team.
Yeah.
But outside of that, just y'all's team comp as well as one that works together was really good. There were just a couple specific instances where things kind of went wrong at just the wrong time. But all things considered, y'all did amazing. Y'all played amazingly. It's the first loss of the season, but it was incredibly close. And that's such a far cry from how things kind of were at the very start of... not necessarily the very start of the team, but the start of this core team that we have now.
Yeah.
Y'all have improved by so much, and it's crazy to see, honestly.
Yeah. You had a team who went to playoffs basically every single semester, and now we're just we had to kind of like completely restart the team.
Yeah.
And it's kind of it's hard.
It's hard,
really
but
hard.
we're building back up to that, and y'all are proving yourselves really well. But yeah. So that's basically the end of this. It's such a good, it was such a good game to watch here, and so glad I could be here to be the color commentator for this. Special. Let's see. Hold on. I can read. Okay, so our next broadcast is going to be Marvel Rivals Blue versus the Seminole State Raiders. It's going to be tomorrow, October 13th, 2025. Yeah, it's going to be it's going to be 2026, y'all. It's going to be tomorrow, the 13th at 6 p.m. Hope y'all can be here for it. We're going to have a great time. Our next League of Legends game is going to be Tuesday, October 14th. So 2 days from now at 6 p.m. versus Iowa State Hawkeyes. Be there for that. We are going to have a great time, and we're going to get to see our team continue to show everything they've learned. We have special thanks to our production, Bryan Spivey, or Spivey? Spivey, I was right the first time. I'm not used to that. Our play-by-play, Coach Colquitt. Always glad always glad to have Coach here. I'm so glad he invited me here. We love him. He's great. He does so much for the team. Glad I could be here. It was great getting to be invited and still be a part of this team, even though I'm no longer directly involved in the games themselves. Happy to be here. So this is Seth Dawson signing off for the Faulkner Eagles and the Faulkner Blue League of Legends team. So glad you'll be here. See you next time.
The preceding broadcast was an official presentation of Faulkner University. It may not be redistributed without the express written consent of the Faulkner University Athletic Department. Regitar USA High-Res Arena is sponsored by Regitar USA. The national anthem was performed by the Faulkner University Chorus. If you would like to learn more about the Faulkner Esports program, visit our official website at faulknereagles.com or follow us on Discord, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram for all the latest news and events. Thank you for watching, and soar Eagles!